Hello.
Very, very thick, very chunky, and they are packed to the brim.
What was that?
Did you see that?
Was that the primary buffer panel?
It did seem to
Did the
resemble...
primary buffer panel just fall off my Gorham ship for no apparent reason?
This landing is going to get pretty interesting.
Define interesting.
Oh God, we're all going to die?
This is the captain. We have a little problem with our entry sequence, so we may experience some slight turbulence and then explode.
On screen.
Hello. Welcome in, everyone. There's little babies. There's a little wall. Let me just mute build times tab, because I don't want to hear myself on a delay. So yes, we will be building this Jurassic World set without the book. So welcome in. Did we get Kara got the first today? Because you were lurking here ahead of time. Nice job. Josh grabbing second, Heidi grabbing third, and K-Pad lurking. Cheers for the lurk. How is everyone's Monday? And Zab, g'day, g'day. How are things over on your side of the world? Good morning, I believe. It is just after 6 p.m. here, East Coast of Australia. Yes, doing quite well. I am tired after a day at work, but
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships.
and just because I can, I
Dookie
better
say little
post the
monkey
raid
in trouble.
message.
George, investigate.
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, build time.
We will add to a
Kitty.
biological and technological
CTY.
distinctiveness to our own.
Yuki, me, Draw Curiosity, Kara again.
Drink it in.
Drink it
Always goes
in.
down smooth.
CT, Puka, who we will be raiding to later on tonight. Welcome, Raiders. It's slightly bugging me that this guy's backwards. Maz, hi, build. Also, I can push this button.
We will add to
Hello.
a biological and technological distinctiveness to our own.
Hello. But no, this guy over here is actually backwards. Let me
We will add to a biological and
There we go.
technological distinctiveness to our own.
Katie, welcome in. I know Maz, right? Hang on, Maz, aren't you live? I'm pretty sure I'm lurking. Ah, right. Kara, stop microwaving the water. So yes, cheers, build, and build. You know the drill. If you need to raid and run, grab some dinner. Let me first, actually before build runs, we are going to jump back to here. So yes, welcome everyone. I am another Brick and AFOL, Bricko for short, Aussie Lego builder. There's another version of what I look like.
There's a thing. There's a thing on top of the
Designed
thing.
by Millennium. Yes, before we open this, Kara, do you know the command that I wanted you to trigger?
Let's get started. Let's get right in there. Oh man. Oh, look at this. Man, how do you guys open your Lego boxes?
That was Kragel's earlier this month on the Build for Hope raid train. I sat here stunned watching that happen. I clipped it so fast. And I, in his chat, I was like, I'm horrified and I am amused at this in equal measure. We are not going to do that with this. You know, I'm going to do the thing where I do this. But I was like, that is some seriously gold trolling. I mean, the box isn't going to be intact. But yeah,
Wow.
Yes. Apologies. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will edit that video. I will add a trigger warning at the start. But yes, I clipped that and then I trimmed it down and I got Craig's permission. I was like, "Can I use part of your clip as a unboxing thing?" And he was like, "Hell yes." Ooh, we have plastic bag. But yes, what we are doing, if you didn't hear Build say, what I'm going to be doing is, thank you, Carrot, for the shout out, Kraggles, and here's Kitty with the bag 1. All right, so the picture on the book is essentially the photo on the box.
I wonder Herb Garden.
And yes, we are still raising money for Project Hope until the 22nd. Yes, go have the dinner build and let us know what you are having. And as far as the bag yelling out goes, Kitty, I'm not sure which order I'm going to do it in. I got all the stuff and the things ready except a tray. Hang on. I found the tray. The tray fell down. Ooh. The sausages. So I'm thinking bag 3.
The BRB, it's BRB time. We're BRB 8.
No worries, Kara. This looks like the trailer. I mean, we could, the trailer and the little satellite dish. So I might actually start, with bag 3. And then we've got the dinos. So I'll put bags 2 and 1 away for a little bit. But yes, on the raid train earlier this month, I built the Tranquil Garden, which is over here, which is a very cool set. I've moved some of the pieces around already. And what else did we have? Cape had redeemed a cheers. We are on the caffeine tonight because I've been up since 5 a.m. So, cheers. Nice, Zab. Coke, no sugar. Alright, so, bag 3.
Nice legs.
And yes, one of the things that...
For a human.
For a human. One of the things that I like to do here, to set myself a little challenge, is to take a set, have a look at it, and go, can I build that from the pictures? I've done it with this mech. I did it with... Let me stand up here and over the monitors. This little guy took 3.5 hours. And he's missing one piece internally up in here. Yeah, that was a long, slow process. But yeah, 3.5 hours. Just missing one piece up in here, a Technic brick that this slides in. I've got one in there. There should be 2. And I tried it with both bricks, and I didn't like the way it moved, so I experimented with one, and then at the end of the build, I pulled out the book, scrolled through the instructions, and went, right, okay, I was supposed to use both of them. Alrighty, so we are going to need the box here. And there is some Technic in this. Yes, I know, I would normally ask, so what were you streaming? But I was right over there. I'm still over there. I've got a tab watching myself, which I will close. We don't need to see that. All right. This is gonna have. All right, we can see the little slit here that there is a yellow axle in that, so that's gonna be. So build time was building a speed champion set, but was getting hit by several unbuilds and one-handed building. And surprise, surprise, did not finish the set. So we'll be continuing that on his next Lego building stream. And yes, thanks BrickoBot. So as part of the fundraising incentives for Build4Hope, a donation of $1 gets your name on a 1x2 brick. Just let me know what color you would like for the brick, that is, and actually,
Very cool.
we'll do this with a red Technic pin. So that's one side of the dinosaur trailer. We do have some incentives on there as well to mess with the build. So if you, I believe if you donate $2, I stop for 5 minutes and sort Lego instead of building this. So I could spend 5 minutes sorting these all out by part type or by color. Totally up to you. And I'm not missing a piece. The old, oh, I'm missing a piece. Nope, it's right there. So that's the second side of the thing. I will pin that message. There we go. Because I think Kara's grabbing some snacks still. So there we go. This is my first time doing charity fundraising. The team has raised over $4,000 so far. Okay, now I need to pay attention. There is, what's going on here? It's got these, I call these elbow joints. Yeah, there's about 20 of us that we're doing fundraising. And I think some people were only doing it in the raid train. Some people are doing it all through the couple weeks till the 22nd. There we go. Okay, so how are they going to pin on to that? That looks like this kind of piece is there. They've got side rails for the trailer, but they need an axle of some kind to attach to.
Very cool.
Everything here looks like a Technic pin. Ooh, there is these. Yeah, I tried some of the do I still have this on the desk? Yes, I do. So I tried some build in the bags for the advent calendars. That's the word I'm looking for. So in the Star Wars advent calendar, you can see the spares still floating around inside the bag. But there's my micro Jabba's sail barge. That's the sail barge I can afford. Oh, you've done this. I've got some of the soapbox car sets. I've got them set aside as a thing where I will do them as a no instructions build like this, where I'll just use the photos. But ooh, how'd they go in the bag? Do you do them in the original bag, or do you tip them into a bigger Ziploc bag to give yourself some maneuverability? Right, put those down there for a moment. And this doesn't look like tan above there, but I would say that's just a shadow, because we've got two of these. I got one of these, which is probably going to go... Oh, nice. Yeah, the only build in the bags that I've done other than the advent calendar was at Brickvention, where it was a poly bag. And so what they did for the convention goers was they opened the poly bag, took the instruction booklet out, and then put the whole thing back into a sort of Ziploc bag.
Very
that was
cool.
only slightly bigger than the poly bag. All right, so here we get a view. Okay, because the sides are meant to tip down. So here we can see. Alrighty, that's what's going on. All right, so this does have these. And of course I could be doing this in completely the wrong order and have to unbuild little sections to get it to work properly. Dun, dun, dun. And so yeah, I don't normally stream on Mondays, but I did put my hand up for, hey guys, if you need someone to fill a spot on the ALRT, I can do a afternoon or evening. Ooh, Diagon Alley? No. And I wouldn't build Diagon Alley in the bags either. Well, we might still be able to do this without too much dismantling, because we've got those to clip into. Yeah, Kara did a spot on the ALRT, I think 2 weeks ago. That is Mrs. Mod. That goes there. And then somehow, yeah, 5,000 pieces, 109 stickers. Oof. No, thank you. All right, so this is going to attach onto that. Kara is back. Kara, was it 2 weeks ago that you did ALRT? You found out after buying it? Yeah, there's a few sets where I'll look at the picture. Okay, so Capehead before. Capehead, aren't you already asleep? So what we've got is we've got this photo on the front of the box. We've got this photo on the back. We've got a photo of the back of the truck showing how the door opens. And we've got a little photo of the trailer showing the arrows of the these side rails, which do they lock in somehow? Or are they meant to be on? Oh, okay. No, I see what I've done. I think I think I know what I've done here. So the light gray Technic pins don't have any friction on them, so they are also used for the axle. Then we have the black Technic pins that have these tiny little ridges near the center. So what happens is they can be posed. And as long as, by using one light gray and one black, it's still got decent movement. What I'll do here is everyone saw what the double gray was like. So double gray is just that's not going to stay. Holding the dinosaur in. And yes, we are listening to the Jurassic World score while we build. But if we do both Technic pins with friction,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
it's like, I don't know if you can see much difference, but that's a lot easier to move than that. So
Water to drink.
but it's not falling back. So when I push this up, yes, it's easy to move, but it doesn't drop back down again like if it was double gray. And thank you for the hydrate. Bottle of water right here. So on this picture here, right behind where my hand is gesturing, that is a life-size Lego boombox that I built with a Bluetooth speaker hidden inside it. The tape deck door opens, and I used this same kind of idea. So the tape deck door has one gray Technic pin and one black Technic pin. So it does actually open, but it doesn't like fall open when you bump the thing. So yeah, I initially built it with 2 gray, and then I found this same thing that with 2 black pins in there, it was difficult to open. But yeah, you use 1 gray, 1 black, you get the nice mix of being able to move it nicely, but it doesn't fall down. So in this picture here, it's hard to tell in the shadow, but I would say that one's gray, that one's black. In this photo, we can see that the back one here is gray. So here, so I'm guessing that in the instructions, this is one of those ×2 builds. So they're just diagonally opposite. You made a Lego sword, like a full-size brick or plate built one. Nice. So yeah, now those will stay up and hold a dinosaur in place. Thank you for the Pedro carrot. And yes, dinosaurs, as my brother and niece like to pronounce it. Dinosaurs. Right, so we need that. And at the back, the back we've got that. I'm confused by okay. Never mind. Okay. I was like, where does this go on the trailer? No, this is part of that satellite dish thing. So at the back.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
And yes, using the word crazy in chat will do that. But now it's tempting to try. What have I done?
Let's show you around.
Let me show you around. Kara wants to push the buttons.
This is the bucket where our pee freezes.
This is the bucket where our pee freezes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. At first I thought I would need a 2x2 plate in here somewhere.
I have one job on this lousy ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it, okay?
Okay, so there's the wheels. And then in this picture here, under the dinosaur, we can see there's this little guardrail type piece there. And then a grill going that way. And Kara's gonna push buttons.
You
Nice.
must be out of your goddamn mind.
Crazy? I was crazy once. Did they lock you in a room? A big rubber room? Alright, and then we got those two jumper plates opposite each other because... Let's see, does this have a little... Yeah, up this end, Bricko. There's a little perforated thing. Rats. Rubber rats. It drove me crazy. Snap the drawer in. Okay, there's a one dinosaur. And the studs are there so that the dinosaur can just stand there. And then we fold the sides up. There's our trailer. Put our wheel in a tire. And if the build is finished and it's still not time to raid across to Puka, I do have more Lego in the backlog, as I'm sure Kara will attest. Okay, that might be it. I can't see on that picture if there is anything on the plates here beside, like, above the wheel. Can't see if there's anything there. So for now, fold that little flag piece up there. For now, that is the trailer. The Lego you have at home. Yes, yes, the Lego you have at home. All right, and then we have the little satellite dish thing. Two round dark grey plates onto there. Another one of that piece. And we'll clip there. And then the radar dish that goes right through that. That clips on. What is that piece? Oh, hang on. You can see down here in this picture, there is a third wheel connection that goes in under here. So we knock the dinosaur off. No worries, Zab. Oh, is that to... Okay. So I think this is just like a... So when it's... Yeah, when it's not attached to the truck, it just rests like a foot. That looks like a plate under this slope, but we don't have a plate. What we do have are these modified plate with clip. So we chuck them there. And we look back over here. And yes,
Did I jump scare you?
yeah, you
I
did,
bet I
Korg.
did.
Yeah, you did. I was looking at the box. Yeah, you can see the end of the clip here. So those are clips to hold like weapons and things. Yeah, thanks for that, Korg.
Bricko.
Really?
Yeah, just Capehead, were you asleep yet? Okay, I have an extra one of these. I don't know why. I don't know why I have an extra. This Capehead was close. Nice. So this is our tranquilizer gun, which can clip in there. not that kind, Kara. Not that kind. And then of course we need a fire extinguisher. And then these other pieces, some of these are going to be spares. That's going to be a spare. That's a spare. That's a spare. We won't have two spares of this bar though. And somewhere I saw one of these minifigs was holding a electric prod. There we go. So bar, lightsaber handle, and a cone. I suppose that can also clip into this for now. And we've got a fire extinguisher. And the rest of these are spares. So there we go. We've used up bag 3. And we've built the little trailer. I suspect that the 2x2 round plate. I'm going to move these spares across to the spare tray. I suspect that this might go under here or something. It's not at the back of the trailer because it's not visible. That's definitely a stack of 2 in the satellite dish. There's definitely no grey plate at the back here, but it could be in here behind the wheels. So that's kind of the only place it can fit. Unless Lego did give me a spare. So, what we're going to do now...
Water!
Depending on how this goes...
To drink!
Hey, kiddles! Hello, hello. We have built our trailer so far. Welcome in to the penultimate carriage on today's Awesome Legends raid train. We had Lead B-Man this afternoon, followed by Build Time 13. Now, me, and then we will be raiding to Puka Blood Moon tonight for some Gunpla. Thank you for the hydrate. The question now, Kitty, is do we do bag 1 and bag 2 separately, or do we do them combined? I've had some builds like this where I've kind of had to work. Like if I need to work on the vehicle from what I can see here and from what I can see here down, I may need to work with more than one bag at the same time. But we might try with the... What's that? That's the roof and wheels. I think we might have to go from bag 3 to bag 1 and try to get some of the base of the vehicle built. So it's bag 1 time. Now we got a shout out for build with the raid. Kara, can you do a shout out for that guy? Okay, so this vehicle looks like it is...
Wait, hang on, wait.
Hang on, wait. Okay, so we've got 2 wide there. 2 wide there. So that is going to be these two going across. We'll have an 8 stud wide vehicle. This is where I fall down, is vehicle chassis. Thank you, Kara. We can build a minifig. At least we know how those parts go together. Unsure what's what with where for shouties? No worries. Alright, there's a minifig. Greasy, welcome in. Good evening. Welcome to a guest spot on the Awesome Legends raid train. We are building dinosaurs. Well, we're building a dinosaur vehicle. The dinosaurs kind of come mostly pre-made. So we are building from the box. I have not looked in the instruction book other than to confirm the photo.
The wrong way. The Black Stars are celebrating.
Kara loves football. I find it hilarious that that's the one that you keep triggering.
Very cool.
And yes, we have the Jurassic World score going. There's a Pyroraptor. It would be cooler if the legs and arms were actually movable like some of the other raptors that I have. That's a bit like this one, isn't it? The Dilophosaurus is also just molded into a pose. It's just stuck.
There's a thing! There's a thing on top of the thing!
Bricko has a thing for themes. Yes. So when I play Euro Truck Simulator, I will drive to a shuffled mix of bands from the countries I'm driving through. The countries on the map. What? Beard's theme. Oh, was it? Oh, I know there was 1 November. There was 1 November where every movie I picked to watch from our DVD collection had epic mustaches for Movember. Feathers on a Lego dino, indeed. Yay, we got the little clips there. Alright, so actually, we can even place them. We know where they go. They go there and there. Look, I built parts of a car. We're winning. Yeah, I thought it was great to spend a Movember watching epic mustache movies. There we go. It's not much, but it's a start. There's dark grey here in a straight line, which looks like and you can actually see, I mean, not great on this camera, but these red pieces under the door have the little lip on them, and the third one here doesn't. So that tells me that the first one is that, and the next ones are these jumper tiles because they have a tiny little bit of a lip for the brick separator to grab. That's going to be a thing here. And that's going to be a thing there. Ooh, this might be like the jungle vehicles that I built in January, where one of these goes down the center of the vehicle above and one goes below here. That is also a tile there. So whatever's underneath them, that goes there. But how does that work? What holds this in? Because, oh, unless... So what it looks like to me is that this goes across here. We just send that flying across the table. You go there. But then if they're on a tile, there's nothing to hold them in place. So now do our minifigures sit? And there's a car door there and there. There's a 1x3 tile joining those two together, so the door can still swing open.
Perhaps you should read the instructions first.
Yes, Greasy Fro. I am building without the instructions. Hey, you're bright. Yeah, so we built the little trailer just using the photos on the box from bag 3. We are attempting to reconstruct this vehicle. Yeah, this set was sitting in the backlog, and when I'd volunteered myself to be available at some point for ALRT, and when I was asked if I could do this week, I was like, ooh, this is lying around, and I looked at the box and I went, ooh, I could probably try this without the book. With varying levels of success. Okay, up behind the wheel here looks like an inverted. Do I regret the decision of trying without the instructions, or of stepping in for the raid? Stepping in for the raid train? No regrets whatsoever. Instructions, slightly. Yeah. This is confusing me though. This little bit, yeah, the instruction decision. I don't know. It is a fun challenge. You know, for your mileage may vary with the definition of fun. So those go there. And then we use these pieces as like mirrors. And basically we get as far as we can, and then we might, you know, do the whole, let's check how we went against the book. Let's see what we got wrong. All right, actually there's a clue here. Oh, actually, aha. No, I see what I've done wrong, and now I know how these are going to attach. I have solved this mystery. Because these are actually not attached directly to that. We have to... Yeah, we just got some unbuilding going on. Yeah, because this whole red layer that you can see in the picture, it's higher up than this black tile. And then if we look back through here, there's a dark grey piece there. The dark grey bit at the back over here. It looks like this runs across. So those are joined with the black tiles. And this is in line with that clip. And the picture of the back of the truck shows this black brick with the red tile. So then this goes across there. which means we do the same on the other side. And then, yeah, there is something for these to attach to. Both of those go there. Both of these go here. Then there's one of those there. Some hinge plates to the back door. Are those parts in this bag? It doesn't look like it. The back door itself is not in bag 1. That goes across there, but I suspect one of these might run up the center as well. That is down low. Let me get this where a little bit more visible on camera. Move those aside. Down here, you can see that plate is right down the bottom. It's got one of those. It's kind of there. That's where that ends up. And then it has sand blue tiles on it, because the little satellite dish basically has to slide in the back of the truck here. And that looks like, and we do have ads coming up here. We'll be going for about an hour. Thank you for the dance break. Alright, we'll rebuild this little section. So the doors and mirrors can go back onto that. We just need something underneath. And yes, when the ads run, I will stop building. I won't sneak a look in the book, I promise. Welcome to the party, pal! Feel free to stretch, grab a drink. Cheers. Grab a snack. Dinner is butter chicken. Nice. Sounds good, Kara. And then we'll be back here in a few minutes for some more Can Bricko figure out how this works. So we will go to a BRB screen and we'll see you soon. Welcome back. Thank you for the ads. Let us continue. So we have that. Looking again here. That looks like a thin layer of dark tan. And some light grey over there. So there's also some down low. The question is this the piece going across the top there, or is this down at the base and things are built up above it? Oh, we have hang on a minute here. Wait. Why? What have I done wrong? Other than, you know, all the choices. Because from this angle, this little shadowy bit there is a tan tile. I can tell it's a tile from, you can see the little lip edge. So I would say it's one of these. And I can't see these little grooves in it, so it's actually probably going this way. But that looks like it's on a... The colors are really hard to tell on this. But that looks like it's on a dark grey plate running the length under here. So... this could get interesting. But there is still that dark grey plate as well. So what this could be is, yeah, this could be that these dark grey plates here aren't actually dark grey at all. Nothing like, you know, building and unbuilding. But it is still dark grey at that end, so I suspect what we might actually have is we might actually have this going on. We might have that, and then that could be actually, and or second option, or third, because surely second option was this. We got these as well. So what if that is actually one of those? What if? And then this is actually our lowest level. All in all. So, thank you, Kara. We have another brick in the wall. This is our charity fundraising so far. We have Irabri Stewbot ×3. We have Jimothy Gaming down here. Juria over here on the Dark Azure. And James, aka Brick Sergeant. Those are all dollar donos and above to Build for Hope. And then behind the PNG tuber here, there is also some names around the border of the Tranquil Garden. So that is also one of the fundraising incentives that can be done. Thank you, Kara. Thank you for multitasking.
I want a herb garden.
I want a herb garden. I still haven't removed the garden trigger from Firebot. Alright, so. Oh yes, for a $4 donation, I changed this guy up. There's a couple options that we can run with. Now this is always the tricky part. It's the vehicle chassis configuration. How does this work? So that's above there. This is below. So then this would run all the way to that. But it has to be 6 wide. Surely. And in this little picture down here, it does not look like this steps out to 6. Behind the wheel there. I mean, it might just be a bad kind of bad angle. But I think we go like that. We'll try this. We'll try this. And that's where these go. And above those is that. And it looks like those wheel pieces go there. Those do not line up with this. Do that. If that's where that axle is. Unless this really is looking stepped, like I'm seeing something here and this is stepped in from that. So this goes from 8 wide, 6 wide, and this is actually 4 wide, what I'm seeing in there. In which case, could I really be seeing that wheel piece from that angle? And that's the grey I'm seeing. And that would make that there and that there. There's definitely sand blue above this piece. Those go there. That's that part. I mean, if anyone wants to have a look at the instructions and tell me if I'm on the right track. That would not go astray. And I haven't turned on my fan below the desk. So good. It would kind of be cheating, wouldn't it be, Greasy? Sorry. What was I thinking? That goes there. And that goes across here at some point. Wheels attach the trailer. So, I mean, the wheels are in bag 2. So like that goes there. Height-wise, I think they're bigger wheels. Height-wise, it's slightly higher, but I think it's the right height. Da 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 da. And that goes there. Okay, yeah, so the way those line up, this has to now go here. That has to go there. That has to go there. And then we can see here that we've got the same hand bits here. So, I mean, this would just make sense, right? If the wheel pieces then went there. And then the next thing would be is how long these pieces are, because if these run there's no spot for this to be. But it could be a thing where Lego gets you to do this.
Give me the water.
Build is back.
The best drink in existence is the Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster. The effect of which is like having your brains smashed out by a slice of lemon wrapped around a large gold brick.
Cheers. And yes, that is a Rocket Raccoon minifig filmed down a toilet roll. Spared no expense. And all in all, just another brick in the wall. These are some of the donos to the Build for Hope campaign. So we have Brick Sergeant James. We have Stewbot a couple times. We have Irabri, Jimothy, and Juria. So that's my little charity fundraising Kara, try exclamation BT.
Very cool.
I might have made it that short to type.
Let's get started.
No, it's not the.
Let's get right in there. Oh,
yeah, I'm
gonna
change that one, Kara, to be a
Oh, look at this. Man, how do you guys open your Lego boxes?
You open your Lego boxes. How do I? I just gave it a 9,000 second cooldown. All right. So I think. Well, fine. Yes, indeed. Is this gonna be? And then build time. Build time can do exclamation Ria. I believe he's the only one that can trigger that one.
I still think the favorite part is that rear end.
Fair. So I'm thinking that we're getting a vehicle. And we don't have any gaps.
I still think the favorite part is that rear end.
All right, so that goes there. Hey, Led. All right, so question here though is the build is going well. The trailer was successful. Using only the photos, and it does use one grey pin, one black pin per guardrail, so they move, but they also stay. They don't collapse, but they're not like difficult to move around. But we are doing well. These go. That's way up here. It is really humid here. It rained earlier today. I don't think it's raining at the moment. Okay, so the set that we're doing.
This is a decent size. It's not all about the length, it's about the thickness as well, and it's got both.
Let's look at the Dilophosaurus. Scroll, 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 scroll. Appears in 2 sets. This one was in Dilophosaurus on the Loose from 2019, which has like a... Oh, that's the Jurassic World set with the little like merch stall and a big drone. And then there was this one. Moist. So this is, according to Bricklink, this is Dinosaur Dilophosaurus second version with flexible rubber tail. Okay, oh, that's cool. So the tail and this whole like pattern on the back, it's actually a second like layer of plastic. So the face is printed in the orange, but this here is actually the same. Yeah, that's the same rubbery feel all the way along. It's actually 2 separate pieces of plastic. And then this one is also looks like 2 separate parts joined together, but it's all looks old ABS. That is not flexible. And for those of you who missed Led B-Man's stream earlier today, here you go. It looked a little bit like this. And it's already slightly dusty after like a couple of weeks. But yeah,
nice legs.
When I put this little thing standing up here, and I was like, "Oh, is this?" And then you get the little, the counterweight on the arm. This little handle to lift and just sit that there. Just this feeling of going up and over like that. It's like, oh, yeah. Or in the case of like my parents' record player, you would lift it up and you would like turn it this way, which would like clicking it this way would set the platter spinning, and then you would bring it over and drop it down. And then, yeah, the fact that this has that recess to go half the height over that. Yeah, it's such a cool little build. I haven't even built the microphone or radio yet. It's such a cool build. And yes, I have the Dennis Nedry set as well. And yeah, I don't remember the Dilophosaurus. I don't know if the colors were the same. Let's look at dinosaurs on Bricklink. So many baby variations. First version, second version with rabbit tail. Okay, so the 2023 Nedry set is technically the same Dilophosaurus with flexible tail, but it's got dark green on the back. And it's got yellow and red markings up here. But technically it is the second version as well. If you've got the Nedry set with the spinning road sign, that looks to be the same. Same Dilophosaurus. Let me see, what's the other one? There's like 4 Dilophosauruses on Bricklink. Number 2 also has the dark green markings. Okay, no, so the Nedry one is basically a different colored version of this same flexible tail dino. The more you know. All right, so this is how much of the vehicle we've kind of figured out through a little bit of trial and error. We've unbuilt and rebuilt this section quite a few times. That goes there. That goes there. It is possible that the tile I've used down here is actually meant to go here, so that when the minifigs sit down on these studs, there's nothing. Because yeah, I don't have many more tiles left. Got a lot of these. These are visible through the back door here, just. I mean, Build's favorite part is that rear end. Now the question is,
I still think the favorite part is that rear end.
yes, Build has his own little command. And I already also have if I'm building something that's and this happened when I built the Tranquil Garden, because you can see it's a decent size. Yes, that is build time. I mean, I'm not a huge vehicle person when it comes to Lego. That's what she said. And Build, do you know what happens when this comes out?
Is Bricko listening to us right now? Because I'm just looking at my other screen and he's got his tape measure out.
I forget what I was building at the time. But I was lurking on you guys. Where did I put? Oh, there they are. All right, so this. Oh, hang on. Got a 4 and a 6. I thought these. Okay, so that answers that question. So this dark tan bit here up over the wheels, it probably is this up top. That's what you can kind of see in here behind the wheel. We did that. And that goes there. Which goes. That goes here. And does that then get level with, how does this? How does this then all work out? We're gonna put that there, and let's put some of these down there to hold those up. And then that is where this attaches. And that rests like so. That's there. And we got less pieces going on down here. And that's the same height as over here. So we can put those there. But I can't see what color goes beside it to fill those spots. And unless okay. And this gets to go in here. Oh. It's not a good strong clip there. Norris Erebry. Always good to see you. This somehow slides in there. Was that meant to have tiles under it? Got a blue brick, which quite possibly is meant to go under here to support this plate from beneath. There is grey here next to the mirror, so those bits there are grey. And they've got a little black cheese slope there and there. So I'm wondering if I've messed up here. It was really nice in the yeah, the round brown parts. There's several of them, and that they would be in the chassis. So I'm wondering if that's what should be down here. Because Lego do also like using a mix of tiles in there, so there's not like connection stress everywhere. Because that goes there. But it's definitely sand blue seen right here behind the trailer hitch, and the only sand blue pieces are these long tiles. But if we put these up there, so that'll fit, which would then let us do that. And then what I'm wondering is, is there a piece down here I've done wrong? No, they're the two long pieces through there. That's what I'm thinking in here. is something like that. Just to help hold that up. Got an extra one of these. And this makes me think of like a seat backrest for minifigs. So if I put a minifig in the car, and I can't see how high the steering wheel is. Let's see on the front of the box. It's quite low down. And at that angle kind of can still be seen between the G-slope and the mirror. So that's those. Okay. The big front piece here is actually on some wedge plates that aren't in this bag at all. So that's, and neither is this piece. So that and everything on the front is basically not here. I mean, this probably is here for them to go onto. But then, so would this. This would need to go. This would need to go under here to match the front of the truck. But is it as long at the front as it is at the back? I don't know if it is. Really don't know. I'm guessing this goes there under the windscreen. The thing that's getting me is like odd numbers of things. So I'm wondering if this like goes across the back of the truck there to, because there's still nothing for this to slide on. And that's a bit of a tight fit in there. Got one of these still to figure out. It's not part of any of that configuration. Keep forgetting that the minifigs are there. He's dark blue on a dark pattern box. All right. That actually looks here like these two are actually all in one one line of parts here. So, do we... We have that up the top. That up the top. Just seeing what height we need to get to. Okay, we need one more plate. But that needs to go there. So oh, don't you hate when work gets in the way? Thank you for hanging out, Greasy. Also got 3 of these 1x1 rounds, which means one's a spare. The cheese slip is a spare. One of these is a spare. I'll put them to one side. One of these syringes is a spare. Yes, see, Greasy, don't work too hard. Exactly. And there's the build time dance. The dancy pants. Something else Lego like doing is like using these little round pieces tucked away in. But so what if that goes there? No, that would be up too high. Oh, no, I see what I done. I see what I done did. I think this actually starts hanging down off the top there. Which then... Ooh, that would bring it right to that exact height. Okay. So... that's on top. These are on top. Where's that go? Where's that go? I mean, there is this option that we do that there. Put a bit more space behind the minifigures. I don't know. Or do we push that forward and leave a gap for weapons to sit in? Does this go over there next to the steering wheel? Why do I still have all these parts? Check that there. And then you can see that rounded part there. So there is one of these parts down here. I mean, it could also be just on that in the middle of the truck. So we got that. But I think we've kind of got enough of that to make a functional vehicle. So, with the exception of those two little gaps there. So whether that's I mean, they could be tucked in here somewhere. Ooh, actually, no. No, this bonnet piece attaches onto all across the top there. So I think we're gonna take a quick break. Been going for almost 2 hours. I'll run the ads now before they get forced upon us. And when we come back, it will be time for bag 2. So grab a drink refill, grab a snack, and I will try and do the top half of the vehicle before we head across to see Puka. So we will see you very soon. Grab yourselves a drink and a stretch. Welcome back. So we have most of a vehicle. We have 5 pieces left over from that part. A couple little gaps up here. Don't think there's anything. Built up there. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so I showed off the little T-Rex that I built earlier. So when it came to this guy, I had 1 piece left over at the end of the build, and I went bag by bag. So I worked on like the legs and the tail and the body, and then left the head till last. Eventually got that going. I still have pieces left over. From this guy. So I did the tail and the legs without the book. I did the body without the book. And when I checked later, some of the missing pieces are meant to be like inside here. But it still does what it's meant to. I needed the book for like the internal parts of the head. I worked on the sides. I could get all that figured out. I could get this bit and this bit and the mouth, but figuring out how the central snot connections all worked, that was okay. It's time for the book. And for like the main part of the body, I was like, yeah, it supports itself. All right, so this piece goes. Ooh, hello. Okay, no, yeah, that does stick out. All right, so that goes up to there. And then this. Our Rex is bigger than yours. My dino brings all the geeks to the yard. And they're like, my T-Rex is bigger than yours. Alright, so those go on there. Then we got some black grills going that way. Prove it. Well, I think my T-Rex is smaller than theirs. Hey Panfred, how's it going? And what are you doing awake? Shouldn't you be asleep, sir? Being naughty? All right, then. But yes, welcome in to some late night ALRT, Fred. As we're the penultimate stop on the train this week. And yes, I am trying to build this without the booklet. Right, so that goes on there. That looks like the front. Oh, I know what you mean about, yeah. You can get stuff done like no one else is around. You get on a roll. Next minute, you go, oh, the sun's coming up. Now, whose legs are these? I'm guessing that Malcolm has the black pants with the black suit. And I love that he's got the unbuttoned shirt. I like that build. The undone a couple buttons. The very sort of fake tan skin tone he's got going on there. And Fred, I was gonna ask, I might remind me to message you later about how you do this when you have a guest. Like when you were playing Split Fiction with Millennium, how you had the two of you going. Ooh, Build Time loves DJ and Fred. Because yeah, I've been playing around, so I've been using Studio as a green screen. Playing around with the stuff and the things. Yeah, Fred just doesn't type in the chat. That's the secret. Okay, then we get one of these. Okay, so that goes there. So we're definitely gonna need but I can't see a plate. Can't see a plate there. So can't see a plate, but I think, has Puka just gone live? With that in a sec. Puka has? Okay. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take those little pieces out from there. And put these corner plates back in that we hadn't used yet. Oh, she's gone early to test some stuff. Okay, so I've still got till 8:30. I just don't want to... Okay. Alright, so I've got those grey plates back from down here. So I'll put these back on. Where was that? That was sort of there. That was sort of... sort of across there. Yeah, it does mean that now. So that's a couple. So we've still got... Man, Fred, did you? We've still got those left over from bag one. So... we will see. Oh, hang on a minute though. Oh, that might be other pieces from here. It's like, I just saw this gap here. There may be still some unbuilding to come in this. So our windscreen goes there. That we can deal with. Right there. We can get our wheels out of the way. Okay, cool. Thank you, Fred.
Perhaps you should read the instructions first.
But we're doing a no instructions build. Okay, I'll have a read through of that later. Which way do the wheels on this go? Wheels go that way. Pins visible the whole way through, so that that's not where that goes. That goes that side of things. Okay, that's better. Which means when I pop this back on, this is also in the wrong spot. This needs to go back on, up and over. And yes, I have installed repo. I haven't opened it up yet. So I'm just guessing this will be a mirror image, and we'll just do it. Yep, there's a clip on the other side. So one will hold the fire extinguisher, one holds the dino prod, and then we've got 2 more of these. All right, then what do we got up here? So there's a black tile across there. And what do we got on the roof? The roof looks like we've got another black tile there.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships.
Wait.
Dookie say little monkey in trouble. George, investigate.
I'm in that tab. Wait a minute. Well, hi there, Kiddles. How was your stream? You were still building the globe. I was like, hang on a minute. I can close a tab, and I messaged Kara before because I pushed my button to go be right back and run my ads, and I thought, oh, I'll go see what Kiddles is doing. Right as you went, I'm gonna run the ads now. Can't even lurk in my own ad breaks. Okay. Well, hope you feel better soon. We are still... Yeah, we did. Alright, so that goes... Oh, hang on. Professional streamer here. I'm here clicking Lego pieces together, and I'm not on camera. Yes, thank you for the raid, Kiddles. If you need to go raid and run, I'm presuming that you have dinner before you stream, but if you need to go have a cuppa. Thank you for bringing the crew, thank you for bringing me across here. All right, that goes there. Ooh, that does sound like fun. Oh, hell, okay. And then, so where I put that piece across there may not be where it's meant to go. Because something's got to hold this up. So I've clearly put bricks in the wrong place somewhere down here. Because this is just... Oh. I'm pretty sure I've done that. And then...
Perhaps you should read the instructions first.
What's going on up here? So there's an ingot on either side here. And this goes under those. Okay, but if that goes there... Oh, okay, I got confused here. You can see a stud there, and I thought, I don't have a plate, I only have a tile. But you can also see the little lip around the bottom. So it is a tile, so those go there. Get a bunch of these clips up here. And that goes on top. That just sits down over there, which means that I can probably put that there. So obviously there is still a brick missing under here to hold that up and support it. But that's where the roof clips on. We've still got 3 missing pieces. I mean, they're not missing, they're right here. And then up here, that goes on there. And then we got some clips here. And we've got a couple of these. You'd think one of them would be a spare, but that might hold this up to the right height. Yes, grab your snacky snack. Check on the small person. Thank you for rating over here. Much appreciated. Well, there we go. So that goes on the windscreen. And I think...
Live long and prosper.
So there's our spares from the headlights. So we've got the rest of the vehicle done. Holy shit. It looks like a working vehicle. We just won't talk about the weirdness in there. How would I fix that? Because there's still a plate missing. Maybe that goes in over the... I'd still need another part from somewhere else. So this has to be, these have to be in the chassis somewhere where I've used something else. Maybe the blue 2x2 is meant to be in there. I think I've put like that made sense. But then it also means there's this gap here. Because like that kind of has to sit there to hold that up. It's just got no support under it, so it's a weird connection. But I think that's as good as we're going to get tonight. Is that. Which means it's time. It's time to look at the instructions. 2.5 hours in. It is time to look at the instructions and see where did Bricko go wrong. Step 1. Built the dinos. Yeah, we did that. Yep. Kinda. This is looking familiar. That's not. That's not what I did. That's not what I did at all. That is what I did. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. That's where that piece goes. So what goes between... look at that. I know where I use those. I use those down here. And this is where he realized. Yeah, so where this is shallow back there, this actually should have one shallow and one sticking out. But you know what? It's a vehicle. It works. Ignore the freaky stuff inside where it doesn't support itself. It still does the thing. Okay, so that's where this goes. That explains that much. So that just goes there by itself. Okay, that goes in there to stop that bit. Okay. This is where the corner pieces go. They go here. It is just the blue brick down there to hold that up. Yep. They are grey down there. I knew they looked grey, but I had to use them. So what goes up here then? That's where the 1x1 went. And the corner pieces went there. Right. That's where that goes. And that 2x4 plate actually goes in under here, under the... Under there. So the piece that I've used to lift them up is probably what goes in here where the black plate has been used instead. Because that's already got one there. That goes there. I didn't do stickers. Yeah, so that grey wall piece goes one bit lower down and then it gets that other tan bit that I've used there up here because I used the other one somewhere else. Yep. Got it. Yep. Yep. Cool. But the roof is right. The door is right. And we know the trailer's right because the trailer was the first thing we did and we had nothing left over. Cool. And you know what? Just like the Thor mech that I built that I put one thing in the wrong place but everything still worked, I'm probably not going to fix this. I will probably keep it as a testament to the attempt. I'm happy with that. So yes, it's a working vehicle. We got there. We just don't talk about the extra pieces left over. That aren't spares like these ones. The spares go away. All right. So cheers everyone for hanging out with the Awesome Legends Raid Train today. And thanks for having me, Led and Build. It's been fun. There we go. Spin the wheels. So yeah, that's that. I'll be back, I'm assuming Thursday, to do some I probably won't be doing some studio building. I'll probably be doing some more mosaic-y stuff. I'll still be doing the Build for Hope fundraising for the rest of the month, or the next 8 days or whatever it is. Hope everyone has a good Easter. Because they're cool, Led, and because dinosaurs.
Very cool.
Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. The dinos are cool. Dinosaurs. Come on. Open the job. Click. Rawr. Rawr. And yes, I'll be back Friday. Also probably doing more mosaics if they're not done. Saturday. Saturday will be some more Batman Telltale series. Stay tuned for Friday shenanigans. Oh, because it's Easter on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, isn't it? And yes, sometimes I game in black, a very dark gray. So shall we?
There's a thing! There's a thing on top of the thing!
I still think the favorite part is that rear end.
And lead can trigger exclamation wait.
Wait, hang on, wait.
And there is also Broom Man in Joggins uniform. Yeah, with the propeller hat and everything. For the Tranquil Gardens, we did Samurai Bricko. Oh, OLED. I use Studio and Photo P. So I basically I'll show next time I'm doing a studio stream, which is probably Thursday or Friday. If you're around, there's a good chance I will be able to show you what exactly I do. It's pretty simple. I'm also going to be looking into what Fred sent me so that I can try and have a guest on and also do the same kind of thing. But for now, that's it. That's it from me. There we go. Back to that guy. As the stirring music of Jurassic World rings out. Let's go. Rawr. So yes, cheers everyone for hanging out for ALRT. We will keep this train going. The next stop is for some Gundam. We are going to head over to... Let me spell this right.
Begin auto-destruct sequence. Authorization Picard 47 Alpha Tank.
So let's copy one of those. Cheers for having me. Cheers for hanging out on the train. Let's go say good day to Puka. And we will see you next time for some more Lego or for some gaming. I'm going to go have some dinner. Cheers, everyone. Bye.